10 true, trending, scary stories. Not all monsters hide in the shadows, and not every nightmare ends when you wake up. Tonight, we'll dive into 10 chilling, true horror stories, real cases of vanishing people, malevolent forces, and mysteries that have never been solved. These aren't ghost tales. These are real, and they're waiting for you. Let's begin. 1. The disappearance of Bryce Laspisa, a college student's car, is found wrecked in the middle of nowhere, bloodless and abandoned. His last known movements make no sense, circling rest stops for hours, calling loved ones, then vanishing into thin air. To this day, not a single trace of Bryce has been found. In 2013, 19-year-old Bryce Laspisa vanished after a bizarre series of events on a California highway. His car was found crashed and empty, but he was never found. New TikTok and YouTube channels keep resurfacing this case, pushing eerie theories about possession, alternate realities, or something unnatural. Witnesses reported Bryce acting strangely in the hours before he vanished, giving away personal items, sitting alone for hours, and calling his mother with a calm but eerie tone. His overturned car was found at the bottom of a small embankment, but there was no blood, no tracks, leading away, almost as if he stepped out of reality itself. 2. The death of Elisa Lam. At the Cecil Hotel, a young woman caught acting bizarrely on hotel surveillance, pressing elevator buttons, speaking to invisible forces, disappears, and is later found dead in a sealed rooftop water tank. No explanation ever made sense. Some believe she encountered something she couldn't escape. Elisa's strange behavior caught on hotel elevator security footage, pressing random buttons, hiding, talking to something unseen, led to endless speculation. Found dead in a water tank atop the infamous Cecil Hotel, her death remains deeply unsettling, and new paranormal theories keep it trending. Despite endless speculation, no clear answers ever surfaced. The security footage shows her pressing buttons frantically, peeking out of the elevator, then gesturing at something no one else could see. Paranormal theorists believe the Cecil Hotel's violent history, suicides, murders, dark energy somehow trapped Elisa between worlds. 3. The Dyatlov Pass incident, new re-examinations. 9 hikers flee their tents into a blizzard barefoot, half-dressed only to die horribly. Some with crushed skulls, others missing tongues. Radiation stains their clothes. Decades later, no natural explanation fits. Something stalked them that night, and it wasn't just the cold. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers died under mysterious, gruesome circumstances in Russia's Ural Mountains. Crushed bones, missing eyes, and radiation traces fueled conspiracy theories, now reignited with Netflix documentaries and newer forensic analysis suggesting supernatural possibilities. One of the most chilling details: their tent was found sliced open from the inside, as if they fled in utter terror. Some of the hikers' corpses showed internal injuries comparable to a car crash, yet no external wounds. With theories ranging from secret military experiments to otherworldly creatures, Dyatlov Pass remains a graveyard of unanswered questions. 4. The Death Valley Doorways. Deep in one of the world's most desolate deserts, explorers stumble across strange metallic doors embedded into the rock. No paths lead to them, no signs explain them, and sometimes, when approached, they vanish. Some believe they hide something we aren't meant to find. Explorers recently captured photos of mysterious metal doors deep in remote parts of Death Valley, leading to conspiracy theories about secret bunkers, missing hikers, and unexplained government activity. The eerie isolation only adds to the horror. Since the first sightings, rumors have exploded, claims that hikers who investigate the strange doors suffer hallucinations, time loss, or go missing. Some explorers suggest the doors are entrances to clandestine underground facilities, Others believe they're portals to somewhere far darker than we can imagine. 5. The Yuba County 5, the American Dyatlov Pass. 5 young men disappear after a basketball game, found months later in horrifying conditions, starved, injured, lost in the woods. One body is never found. Their car worked perfectly. Their reasons for abandoning it and their final, desperate hours remain a terrifying mystery. 5 young men disappeared in 1978 after a basketball game in California. Their car was found abandoned, their bodies discovered months later under bizarre conditions. Some were shoeless, miles from shelter. Others were never found. A surge of podcast episodes in 2024 has reignited interest in that chilling story. In the abandoned trailer where some of the men were found, survival supplies, food, matches, clothing sat untouched. One man, severely frostbitten, had lived for months despite freezing conditions, seemingly waiting for help that never came. Why didn't they use what was available? What or who were they hiding from? 6. The phantom social worker cases. Strangers claiming to be social workers show up at people's homes insisting on seeing the children only to vanish without a trace. No official agencies sent them. No paperwork ever existed. Who were they, and what were they really after? All across the US and UK, families have reported visits from people claiming to be social workers who vanish when questioned. They leave behind no official records, and some parents report a sense of deep dread during the encounters. Theories range from cults to supernatural explanations. Some parents describe the social workers as moving strangely, almost mechanical, and asking unnerving questions about blood types and medical conditions. Police investigations found no records of scheduled visits, and security cameras often mysteriously failed to capture them at all, leading some to wonder if these visitors were even human. 7. The screaming forest of Kent. Visitors to the Daring Woods report ghostly screams piercing the fog, strange lights weaving through the trees, and sudden disappearances. Locals believe the forest is cursed, a place where the boundary between life and death thins, and something ancient calls from the darkness. The Daring Woods, in England nicknamed the Screaming Woods, are infamous for strange lights, disembodied screams, and mass disappearances going back centuries. In 2024, hikers captured unsettling audio of human-like screams when no one was around, sparking new viral investigations. Paranormal researchers camping overnight reported disembodied voices whispering directly into their ears, cold hands brushing their arms, and even sightings of shadowy figures darting between the trees. Electronic equipment often malfunctions here, and some claim the forest itself feeds on fear, growing stronger with each terrified visitor. 8. The vanishing house in Nome, Alaska. Blinding snowstorms cover the Alaskan wilderness, and sometimes travelers report seeing a lonely, crumbling house where none should exist. Those who approach it often vanish forever. Locals whisper it's not a building at all, but a trap. Multiple missing persons cases in the tiny, remote town of Nome remain unsolved. Locals speak of a mysterious abandoned house that appears sometimes during whiteouts. Some who enter are never seen again. The 2024 resurgence in TikTok urban legends has brought this eerie mystery back into the spotlight. Those who claimed to see the phantom house said it always looked wrong, angles too sharp, colors muted, windows like blank black eyes. Rescue teams who searched during whiteouts often found no house, no footprints, just endless snow. Was it a trick of the storm or something building its trap anew each time? 9. Hum. Phenomenon. Towns across the world tremble under an invisible force. A deep, vibrating hum no one can locate. Some call it environmental. Others claim it's something far worse, an unnatural presence that drives those who hear it slowly mad. Across multiple US towns like Taos, New Mexico, and even places worldwide, people report hearing a deep, low-frequency hum with no identifiable source. Some call it mechanical. Some say it feels alive. Paranormal investigators are linking it to other missing person cases and unexplained animal deaths. Those affected by the hum report nausea, anxiety, insomnia, and a constant sense of being watched. Scientists have tried and failed to find a consistent physical cause. Some survivors describe it as less of a sound and more of a summons, a pull they must resist night after night to avoid disappearing altogether. The death of Mictris Richardson, arrested and released alone at night in an unfamiliar canyon. Mictris Richardson vanished into the darkness. Her body was later found under suspicious circumstances. Many believe what happened wasn't just negligence, was a cover-up for something deeply sinister. In 2009, Mictris Richardson was arrested by Malibu police and released into the night without her car, phone, or money. She vanished, and her remains were found nearly a year later under extremely suspicious circumstances. Recent podcasts and documentaries suggest police mishandling and possibly something far more sinister at work. Strangely, her skeletal remains were found in an area that had supposedly already been searched by law enforcement. Even more disturbing, the way her bones were found scattered suggested not natural decomposition, but deliberate tampering. To this day, no one can explain how she truly died or why no one in authority seems eager to find out.